Hey there, wonderful audience who have joined the revolving relationship today. Get ready to embark on an incredible adventure with us. Subscribe now and let's explore the concealed secrets and uncover the truth together. Today, we will delve into a challenging topic that is relevant to all of us on our journey: handling deceit and betrayal. Well, my friend, today's story about OP relationship saga. Let's see what happened. So, I was talking to this guy for about 3 months on and off. It always seemed like he wasn't fully into me until suddenly he was. He was giving me way more of his time and attention, and it was nice. Things were good between us. I thought we were both putting in effort until one day he tells me he has a family emergency he had to leave work for and drive out to Nevada, about a 4-5 drive from where we live, to help. We were supposed to hang out that night, but I didn't think anything of it. I just wished him and his family well. He tells me he'll text me later that night with more details, and he doesn't text me until 11:30 p.m. that day. He tells me that his ex had called him during work and begged him to drive to Nevada with her to pick up her family from the hospital, because they've been in a wreck. I felt weird about that, especially cause he didn't even call me or anything to let me know what was really going on. It feels like he crossed a boundary in our relationship and didn't respect me by going with his ex. A little background on them is that they were on and off again for 4 years and didn't officially break up until 2023, or so he says. I decided to trust him and believe he didn't do anything while he was there with her, and then about 2 weeks after the car incident, we were hanging out at his house around 9 p.m. when his ex decided to come beg for him back. He didn't tell me until after he came back into his room. He was out there talking to her for about 10 to 15 minutes. He assured me that she means nothing to him and he doesn't want to be with her, only me. He tells me he found it incredibly toxic that she did that and that he was not happy with her during their whole relationship. He only started to understand what falling for someone was when he met me. We lasted 2 weeks after that. He began avoiding me, texting me less, and not being as communicative. He had an LA trip planned with his friend, and he ignored me for a whole 24+ hours. I had had enough and texted him telling him we weren't going to work out and that it was over. He sent back a picture of him and his friend. Nothing else. 2 days later, he leaves a note on my car saying that he regrets what happened and that he would like to try again if it's not too late. I give him no response. After he sent that picture, I blocked him. About a month later, I see him again at work. By the way, I met this guy at the gym because I work there and he is a member. He comes in and hands me a card, and in that card he explains that his ex went on that LA trip with them. She forced herself in the car, and apparently no one wanted to say anything to her to not make a big fuss. He spent the last 2 weeks of our relationship around her, and the month after we had broken up too. He said he didn't want to at all, but she had threatened to kill herself if he ever left her. The only reason he reached out to me again was because he had finally had enough and stood up to her and her family, letting them know he wanted to be with me, and not her. He told her he didn't love her, and now he has been acting so great with me. It truly feels like he is putting 100% of himself into us, but I can't help but hold resentment towards him. I understand the difficulty of the situation, but how can I allow myself to be treated like that? I feel like allowing myself to completely giving my full emotions and time to him would be a form of not respecting myself, because of how he had allowed what we had go away because of his ex. Please leave us a comment, like, and subscribe. Got to take a break, then we'll pick more stories.